Muy bien. All right. Okay. So we can see the cotton tree, but not possible you touch. But we have in this plane we have a two color, white and brown. I pass for you the two different color, and you can take a touch, and you can pass this. You can see the two different color. We have a different texture. Yeah. Only color white is possible with the color, the natural color. Yeah. She used the vegetable, fruit, and insect. Important in insect, it's cochineal. Cochineal is from the cactus. This one, it's like a rocks, but no, it's rocks. It's cochineal. The cochineal, we have the color red. Look, this is water. Yeah, I used that.
It's very soft.
This color is for the blood, the cochineal. Yeah? This is the color red, it's traditional. Represent the blood for the my ancestors before. Yeah? In this area we can see the step by step the process, the cotton, the thread and the cotton, different textures. In this area, let me help me for explain to you step by step. Maybe Letty need the volunteers. You pass please for the you have had the experience the weaving, yeah? Yeah, Letty. What's an answer? You can take a picture, video, it's okay. You have a question to ask here. Okay. Are you ready? Yes? Okay. Good morning. Welcome to the Cooperative La Casa del Tejido and in this town, San Juan La Laguna. I am Letty and here I make a short demonstration of how we make our fabrics, all by hand and with a natural process. Here in this cooperative we are 40 families as members and our objective is to improve the quality of local families' life. Okay. In first step of the weaving is clean our cotton because inside us the cotton will have different seeds and we need to pick out one by one. In this form we can clean our cotton, but with the seeds we can reapply again. When I finish the third process, we can use the cotton on the pillow, and here we hit to make soft the fibers to the cotton, like this. In this form we can open the fibers and we can change our texture. You can see? Like the first texture here, and we can compare with the second. When we see like this, we can use a different tool. Here we have the spindle. In Spanish we call Malakate. With this we can make the different textures and different size of thread, but here it's not necessary to make a knot. It's only like take the thread, we put in the cotton, and after we need to spin it. Here we can make the different textures and different size of thread. This depends which kind of fabric we want to make. For example, when I make a scarf we need a thin thread and it's a same process, but if I want a thicker one, it's only clean the cotton and after we pass to the spindle. It's not necessary we beat it too much. Okay, when we finish making the thread, we can dye our thread, and here we use different plants, insects, vegetables, or for example, here we use the chamomile, the ginger, the pericon for the yellow. The carrots or the annatto seeds, we get the orange. We use the mint, the rosemary, here we call ruda, this is the plant, and we get the green color. We use the bougainvillea flower or the hibiscus flowers for the pink, the basil, here grow the purple basil and we get the purple color. We use the charcoal for the black, the avocado bark for the brown, and we work with two special plants. One is this. This is the sacatinta, in other places is indigo. This plant is very special because we get two colors, but those are colors depend a lot from the moon. Normally the sap from that plant concentrate in the roots, but when we have a full moon the rays are stronger and the plant has a reaction. This is the reason the sap normally concentrate in the roots come in the leaves and the stems. When I harvest this part and I boil, we get the dark color like this.
But when we harvest, when it's not full moon, we get the gray color because the juice or the sap change the position to the roots. Those are depend the energy now. Here we have a short demonstration how we can dye our thread. And for example, today we boil the banana stem with the hibiscus flowers together for 2 hours.
So 2 hours?
Yes. The banana stem inside has a sap or a liquid. This liquid, when we put in the fabric, normally not come off. The people see that for a problem, but here we use for to set or fix the colors. The hibiscus flowers, we get a pink color, but for to dye our thread, we use water. We leave the thread in water for 20 minutes. In this form, absorbs faster. We need to separate the threads. We put in the dye. In a short time, we can see how the thread absorbs the fabric. But if I want the dark color, I can leave long time, a night or tonight. Those are depend the color we use. We use water. And you can see the color.
Okay.
Here you can touch and you can pass. Do you have a question about this process or all the process we made over here?
Which is the one that bug you use? What's the
Is the cochineal. The cochineals are little insects throw up the cactus leaves and we get the red color. This is interesting because in other countries the people use it in the makeup or in the candies, but here we use it only in the fabric. We roast, we crush, and we boil them. With that is possible, we dye our thread with a red color too. And here, when we finish dye the thread, we dry for 1 day or 2 days. Those are depend the size of thread in the sun. And after we pass to this material. This is the winder. With this we can make the ball of thread. The ball of thread helps to be easy the next process. When I finish this process, I can use the ball of thread here in the warping room. In this material, the woman, give me 1 second. In this material, the woman choose the colors, choose the designs, or the patterns. And here, I need count how many turnarounds I make for each product. For example, when I make a scarf, I need count 210 turnarounds. When I make a shawl, I need 420. But when I lost my count, I need count again or start over. Yes, because it's the unique form we can see the size or the design. When I need 2 colors on a scarf, I can divide the 210 in 2 for to see the same size in each color. When we finish the process, we can see the pattern we made. 1 cross here and the 2nd cross over here.
So you have to have mathematics, don't you?
Yes. Normally, when we finish the process, we make 2 knots. We need pull up, and we use in the last material, which means the backstrap loom. But for to add the patterns, we have to take the embroidery. Here's when we have the fabric, and after with the needle and the thread, we can make a different patterns or designs, or we have the tie-dye. In Spanish, we call jaspe or jaspeado. Is when we use the white color or the light colors over here. We make a different knots with the different sizes. We pull up, we put in the dye, and after we dry our thread for 1 day or 2 days. We cut those are knots, and in this form we can make like those are patterns. Those are depend my creativity, those are depend my imagination, or how many times I need to introduce in my fabric too.
Each dye is unique, right? Because it wouldn't be exactly the same color.
Normally, those are fabrics are unique because those are depend on our creativity or imagination. Because when I want to make the same process, normally is similar. Like this is not like exactly same.
But one red is not the same as the next red that you make.
No, normally those are have varieties. Like those are like change. Those are depend. I think the process you make it. And okay, here we have the backstrap loom technique. and this technique passed two generations. But here the designs or the colors, those are again me and my creativity. Here we use the belt. With the belt we can make a knot over here, like this. If you want to see much better, you can come over here. Here we have the aviadura. With the aviadura, we can switch the levels and the colors. We have the lanzadera. With the lanzadera, we can separate the two levels. And we have the trama. With the trama, we can introduce the thread inside the weave. First, we need to separate the two levels. After, I can introduce the thread inside. When we have the thread inside, it's only like use this space, we push down, and after with the lanzadera, I can make another line like this. Again, you can see the orange color over here. We need to introduce the thread inside. We use the aviadura. We switch the levels. We use the lanzadera in the space, and you can see one and the second. I push down the second one, and I can make another knot. One by one. This is a scarf, and I need 1 week to finish the scarf. I work 4 hours every day. It's important paying attention and concentration, because when I confuse, it's very difficult to fix the other process. Do you have a question of this process or all the process made over here?
You said it takes you 1 week, 4 hours a day?
Yes. Normally,
40
or
hours to make a scarf?
like 28, because we work 7 days.
28.
Yes. Normally, the process is like delicate, and this is the reason we make only for 3 or 4 hours.
Right.
Because we need like see each thread. Yes.
Need a break.
We want to Netflix. Normally, dessert is only for our family, you know. We make our blouses for like for the husband, sons, daughters. This is the reason the ruler is when the woman can make like a good tortillas, like to make good weaving. The hair can get married. Yes.
Good tortillas and good weaving.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you were going to make like your skirts, it's got all those patterns. How
Yes.
do you do the patterns?
We use the tie-dye technique. Is when we use the light colors over there, and we make a different knots with the different sizes. We put in the dye, we dry our thread, and when we cut the knots, we can see like those are spaces, because we use the light colors before and after the darker colors. And after, when we finish those process, when we cut the knots, we can see like the spaces, and we make a match, thread by thread, color by color, for to make like those are patterns. Yes, it's like that green one you see over there. Yes.
So that's hard.
Yes, it's a little bit complicated. It takes a long time, but how I say before, is the uniform we can make our dresses, and those are processes are unique, because those are depend my creativity, my imagination, the region you stay to, because the process change. Those are depend the area, and those are depend how I feel in this moment. Okay. If I want embroideries too, I can make a flowers, but on the fabric. Do you have another question for that?
You make the flowers on the fabric
Yes.
after you're done weaving.
Yes, when we finish the fabric, or we make the weaving, we start with embroidery. Those are the pen made, yes. But it takes more time. For us, when we have more designs, it's more complicated, but it's more beautiful. Okay, this is the finished weaving tour. Thank you for your attention and for your visit.
Thank you.
And if you want to walk around in our store, because here we are a small cooperative, the families made the products at home, and here we try to sell. This is the reason that 85% go with the families again, and the 15% is the cooperative for the administration cost. But first, thank you for your attention and for your visit, because in this form we can conserve and promote our culture and tradition too. Thank you for all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Do you make hammocks? Do you have hammocks here?
Yes. Here we have hammocks like the chairs or like the bigger one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Are those the insects or is that the seeds?
Those are insects.
Oh, so that is
Yes. The cochineal. Yes. But those are roasted, you know. This is the reason you can see like a gray color.
Yeah, they're dry.
Yes. Okay.
What's
If you want to pass in the store, here you can try on the different products, and if you want to buy something, you can pay with card or cash, no problem. Welcome. Yes, but we need a Swedish one.
That view.